name is Malou Perez-Nievera. Welcome again to my kitchen. Many of you who follow me in my blog and also in this YouTube channel and on Facebook requested that I do my version of one of the popular dishes in the Philippines, which is kare kare. What we need are the meat, the vegetables, the spices, and also the other garnishes that will help us build our kare kare flavor. Now let's talk about the meat. For the meat, we have the beef chunk, the oxtail, and the tripe. You could use one or the other, but for Skip to Malou's version, I want my meat to party. So I'm using all three kinds of meat. And then for vegetables, we have eggplant, bok choy, and then green beans or string beans. But again, you could use other alternatives such as the other kinds of eggplants and also Chinese cabbage and the green beans that I mentioned earlier. And for our spices, we have onions, garlic, green onions, and my secret ingredient is the lemongrass. To build our sauce, we need peanut butter. Use the regular one, but if you have peanut allergies, you can use almonds or walnut. And then to thicken our sauce, we have rice, which I will toast later and grind it. And the most important thing is our bagoong or shrimp paste. Now let's start cooking. Remember, we will be cooking the meat, the vegetable, and the sauce separately. For the meat, we have about 2 quarts of water here, and I've dumped in all the spices, and all I need to do is put the meat in and let it boil until it's tender, okay? That's what we're doing. If you have a pressure cooker, go ahead and use it because cooking or tenderizing your meat will be a lot quicker. So let's see if our meat is ready for tender. Alright. Everything is tender, so let's set aside the meat and let's do the next step. Now that our meat is tender, we've set it aside and let's work on our vegetables. For the eggplant, you could cut it in so many ways, but the way I want it is to cut it like a flower. See, I told you cooking is all about self-expression, so I want to express it and make a flower like so. Isn't that beautiful? So let's do the rest. Now I've washed the bok choy and it's ready to go as well. And then for the string beans, I want to do it like this, like tie a knot like so. There you have it. All right, so now that our veggies are ready, all we need to do is blanch them. But I want the colors to pop up, so as a tip, I used baking soda. Just put a dash of baking soda and then blanch it. What I usually do first is to put the eggplants, because that's the longest veggie to cook. The eggplants are half cooked, it's time to put on the string beans. Let's put the bok choy. And while we're blanching this, let's work on the sauce. Now let's work on our sauce. And one of the binding agents is our rice. So first we need to toast it. Like so. Then all you need to do is just roast it and not burn it. Just a little brown. This should be ready. Toasted rice smells so good. Smells like coffee. Now also as another tip, if you have some peanuts in your cupboard, feel free to add it. It will heighten the taste of your peanut. Okay? So let's do this. Okay, this is the texture that we want our toasted rice to be. Now let's work on the sauce. So in making our sauce, first let's saute our meat, okay? Instead of using a regular cooking oil, I'm using annatto oil. And in order for you to know how to make a natto oil, visit my blog at skiptomalou.net. Alright, so let's strain that because I've added peppercorns in there. I don't want peppercorns to be in the sauce. Let's add the garlic. And to add the onions. Now let's add in the meat, like so. So I love layering the salt as we go. That way your meat will be so tasty. So let's add salt there and then continue to stir it. Then you may want to add some bay leaf. I just love the flavors that it adds. Makes it more fragrant that way. So a quick stir. While we're doing that, I want to add some beef broth onto my peanut butter, like so. And then pour the peanut butter sauce here. As a reminder, always taste what you're cooking. So let's do that. Love it. At this point, if you want to add some more broth, do so. But always give your dish a taste first before you do that and adjust your seasoning as well. The next step is for me to mix the ground rice with my broth and then cook for another 5 to 8 minutes until the sauce thickens and we're done. So you want the consistency to be like this. It's thick, it's creamy, it's delicious. Alright, my kare kare is ready and I think my friends are ready too. Tonight, it's the first time of Lemuel and Joanne to join us, so it's their turn to taste the kare kare. Go ahead, Joanne.
Oh my god, this looks so good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get some of the meat. Okay, and
Go.
good.
And there's the pagong, of course.
Even without the bagong, that's really good. I'm really. Kukuha na ako ng bagong. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Yeah, perfect
Yeah,
pair.
good.
Yeah.
So good. Tastes like home.
Tastes like.
Cheers! So, if you have enjoyed this episode, follow me on skiptomalou.net, on my Facebook, or subscribe in this channel. Hanggang sa muli, that's a wrap!